Episode 2 today. It's our first league game of the season and we're off to a really tricky start. We're taking on Liverpool at Anfield in our first league game. Really could not have a tougher match if we tried. If you're excited for episode 2, drop a like on the video. It's the best way to support the channel, and leave comments as well. Let me know again who you're managing in the beta, and let me know who you've bought as well. And if you haven't done so already, or if you're new, then do subscribe to the channel. Let me know you're enjoying the content, and turn notifications on so you don't miss an upload. Let's start episode 2 and let's see how we do in our first league game against Liverpool, and let's see what's been happening with transfers. It's been a rocky start. Welcome back to the channel. My name is a-bomb. Welcome to Football Manager 2022 and the save with Arsenal. Today we take on Liverpool in the first league game of the season at Anfield. Really tough start, and if we don't win this game, there's 37 other games that we can hopefully get good results in. We are into the middle of August. There are still a couple of weeks left of the transfer window, so still time to make some moves. We have sold a couple of players. There's a couple of players are just being a little bit stubborn and won't leave. But, we've got a bit of money in. We have bought a couple of players, so I'll show you those guys. And then we'll jump into our first league game of the season. I haven't actually seen the match engine yet. We played a handful of friendlies off camera, but I left them to my assistant. So I actually haven't seen the new match engine yet. I'm going to see it for the first time against Liverpool. One thing we didn't really look at last time was the dev centre. The only player we looked at was Balogun, who we promoted to the senior team to get him training with the senior players. A couple more prospects in here. We've got Charlie Patino, a 17-year-old midfielder. Looks good, and I think in the next year or two we'll probably get some first team games. If we get some like sort of lower league teams in the cup draws, I might give them some minutes. We've got Coventry in our first Carabao Cup tie in the second round. I don't think we'd put him in for that, but maybe if we get like a lower league team in the FA Cup, we can look at maybe giving Patino some minutes there. We've also got Omar Rekik, a Tunisian central defender, really good in the tackling department and a good passer of the ball. Could play a bit further up as a DM as well. Other than that, we don't have many players with like big potential. We've got a few players on loan. Mika Birif has gone on loan to Morecambe. He's 18 years old and he's a centre forward. But I think Arsenal could definitely benefit from some more Patino style players that are, close to 5-star potentials, and I think we could, try and look towards, the Americas and the Africas maybe for some of them. And we did briefly mention some of the players on loan. We mentioned Guendouzi and Saliba at Marseille. Not really sure why they've gone there. Also, we've got Bellerin on loan at Real Betis, a right back who, we probably could have used because we have Tomiyasu right back. Maitland-Niles, I'm not quite sure what to do with because he's better as a wing back really, and we're not playing 3 at the back. And then you've got Reece Nelson as well at Feyenoord, another wide player that's gone out on loan. And Lucas Torreira, 25 years old, decent sort of defensive midfielder. I think he could have been good. Good thing is some of these players will be coming back in the second season, so we can hopefully make use of them. So now let's talk transfers. And before we join, the only significant departure for Arsenal was Joe Willock, who's gone to Newcastle for £25 million. The new Moneybags Newcastle, of course. They're managed by Brendan Rodgers. Of course, Steve Bruce was sacked, and that is in the game, so they start without a manager. Brendan Rodgers has been brought in to manage Newcastle, and the only player they've bought so far actually came from us. I'll show you him in a second. That's other than Joe Willock, of course. But we did manage to offload Mohamed El Neni. He has gone to Norwich, and we got £7.25 million for him, which I don't think is too bad a deal. He was on, a fair bit of money. He's off the wage bill, so to get £7 million for him, that's not too bad. It's pretty much what they paid for him back in 2015, 2016. So yeah, I think for these players, they were going to be out of contract at the end of the year, so whatever money you can get for them is good. Callum Chambers was initially transfer listed by Arsenal. He has gone to Wolverhampton Wanderers, and we've got £12.5 million for him. Again, almost recouping like what they paid for him a few years ago, but he's going to be probably first choice at Wolves in terms of fullbacks. Cedric Soares has gone on loan to Brighton and will join them permanently next season. I think they're paying about 70% of wages, so that's not too bad. He was on 65k a week. We're only paying about, there you go, we're paying 19.5 while he's on loan, so that's not too bad. And we'll get £5 million for him next year as well, so that's not too bad. Cedric is mostly off the wage bill. And we have sold Eddie Nketiah to Newcastle. I did mention that he was a player that is probably a bit too old to be considered like a big prospect. He's still good at 22 years old, but we got £10 million for him. I think that's pretty good going. Could rise to £11.5 million based on appearances and the like. We got 10 million for him. I probably would have tried to push for 15, but didn't quite work out. So Nketiah has gone. So that has freed up at least some money. But there's two players still at the club that are being very, very stubborn. The first one is Sead Kolasinac, who has been offered out a number of times and has been negotiating contracts with teams, but he's turned down a couple, so he's still here. Again, I'm looking to get whatever money I can for Kolasinac. I'm looking at about £4 million. If it's less than that, it's fine. I just want to get rid of that £100,000 a week to get him off the wage bill. Alexander Lacazette's the biggest problem at his club. I'm trying to offer him out, trying to get whatever money I can for him rather than him going on a free. But there's two problems. His wage demands are too high, so he's turned down a contract from Leicester and from Wolves. And also, he doesn't want to leave. I'm trying to offer him out and he's getting unhappy. And there was about half a dozen other players that aren't happy that we were trying to offer him out. I'm just trying to get some money for him. And at the moment, it looks like he's just happy to run down his contract and earn 180 grand a week. And if we don't play him, he's just going to sit on the couch and just earn 180 grand a week to do nothing, because I don't really plan to play him. So that's difficult, but we have brought in a couple of players. One is a former Arsenal player, and the other one, if this was FM16, I'd be very, very excited, but it's FM22. But he's still very, very good. So the player that we've brought back is Dani Ceballos, a centre midfielder who Arsenal had on a 2-year loan from Real Madrid. Didn't score any goals in that loan spell, but looks like a really promising player. We paid £6.25 million for him. He's earning £80,000 a week. Very good with the ball, very good passer of the ball as well. The mentals are nicely well-rounded. The physicals aren't too bad. I think he could be really useful in centre midfield. And we are playing with 3 midfielders, with a defensive midfielder and 2 centre mids. And I think Ceballos could be a great player to have in there. Maybe as that Mezzala. And if this was FM16, people would be very excited right now, because Arsenal have signed Gabriel Barbosa from Flamengo. He's 24 years old, and this is the centre forward that we're going to go with. I could have gone easy. I could have spent 75 million on Lautaro Martinez, but I want to try and do things a bit differently. Martinez would have been the easy option. I don't think we would have had enough transfer money for him. I think we'd need to rely on the Lacazette money and then the Kolasinac money. If we'd have sold Lacazette, I probably would have gone for Martinez, but I don't think we could have afforded him. Gabriel Barbosa, I think initially it's £31 million, £31.5 million. Could rise to 35. He's literally come in on the day of the first day of the season, so he's not going to play today, but we'll give him some games in those next few league games. But he got 22 and 28 for Flamengo in the Brazilian league. He's terrific at penalties. He's got good finishing, good dribbling, good first touch. I had 3 options. One was Martinez, which I don't think we could have afforded. And the other one was Andrea Bellotti, who I have used before on the channel when we managed Liverpool back in FM18. And I don't really like going back to players that I've used before. So I avoided Bellotti. Martinez was a bit too much. That's why we've gone for Gabriel Barbosa. We did win every friendly match, but like I said, I did not take charge of any of those. My assistant did, so I actually haven't seen the match engine yet. Our first game against Liverpool at Anfield in the league, we're going to see the match engine. Let's jump into it then. Liverpool, the first match of the season. I don't know how this is going to go. We are playing a 4-3-3 with a defensive midfielder. This probably isn't going to be the first 11 I go with, because I think this is what we played in the friendly. Let's do a quick pick and let's see what we got. Right, I think this is what we're going to go with to start things off. Leno is going to start in goal. We do, of course, have Ramsdale. I think they're both good goalkeepers, like I said last time. We're going to stick with Leno for the start and then see where we go from there. Back 4, I think, picks itself. Tierney, Gabriel, Benjamin White. His name is Benjamin, apparently, and he wants to be called Benjamin, so we've renamed him Benjamin White. Tommy Asu at right back. Thomas Partey's going to play as that ball winner and hopefully sweep things up and get the balls up to our 2 attacking midfielders, Xhaka and Odegaard. Hopefully, with Partey sitting deeper, that can give Granit Xhaka and Odegaard more license to get forward. And then we've got Smith Rowe and Pepe on the wings. Saka, not quite fit to play, so he's going to be out today. He got a slight thigh problem in one of the friendly matches, so he is not quite fit to play. Also, Dani Ceballos has got a slight heel injury, which he picked up against Leverkusen, so he's also out for today. Maitland-Niles I'm going to put on the bench just for another defensive option, because we've got lots of strikers on here, but we don't really have a lot of centre midfielders. And these are the instructions for now. I've gone quite basic. We're just dribbling less and being a bit more expressive. Playing slightly shorter. Distributing to the playmaker, so hopefully to Odegaard. Counter-attacking when we win the possession. And then just pushing up a little bit and just pressing a bit more. Alright, let's see how this first game goes. Let's see how Liverpool line up. I think, again, their team pretty much picks itself. Fabinho is going to be sitting a bit deeper with Milner and Henderson. So we're basically matching systems here. Both got 4-3-3s. Both got defensive midfielders. Mazraoui is on the bench for Liverpool. They've signed him from Ajax for £11.75 million. Oh, they've sold Luis Karius. Karius has gone. It's been a tumultuous time for him. It's been over 3 years since the Champions League final, and it just hasn't fallen for him since. He's just never recovered from it. Hopefully things go well for him at Krasnodar. Point the finger, go out there and impress me. Let's see how this first game of the season goes. Honestly, I think we're probably going to lose this. We're against Liverpool. It's at Anfield. I don't know how this is going to go. It's going to be tough, though. Okay, we are underway. The first time I'm seeing the match engine on FM22. And let's see if we can get off to a good start here. We are playing on extended highlights, so there will be probably a little bit more than you're used to seeing. And it's Benjamin White on the ball here. I'm calling him Benjamin. That's what he wants to be called. Let's speed it up a little bit. Not by much, though. Just literally like one thing. Speed it up. Sadio Mane wins the ball there. Tomiyasu brings him down. Free kick right outside the 18-yard box there. Andy Robertson here for Liverpool. Here's Sadio Mane into Henderson. And Robertson has managed to get forward here. And don't let him cross it. He's gone deep to Fabinho. Fabinho can hit them. Goes back to Robertson. Jordan Henderson. Mo Salah. Good point blank save by Bernd Leno. And Tierney dispossesses Firmino. No penalty given there. And here's Aubameyang. That was a great save. And that's the end of that highlight. But a great save there by Leno to deny Salah. Ball over the top for Nicolas Pepe. And not a good pass there. Odegaard doesn't win it. And it's with Henderson. And now Sadio Mane. And Liverpool coming forward here. We've got a lot of yellow shirts coming back here. Robertson skies it. Tierney. We've got every shirt into the 18-yard box. Here's Smith Rowe! Almost chipped Alisson and it hit the crossbar. Right, I'm just going to work the ball into the box. And I'm going to bump it up to positive. We've actually had a fair bit of possession so far. So I'm going to bump it up to positive and see if we can get a goal here. We haven't had a shot on target yet. But we have looked good going forward. Just haven't managed to do as well in that final third. Here's Tierney to Smith Rowe. Aubameyang. Barbosa will be playing up front soon. Aubameyang just hit it from range. Gets a corner from it. Robertson with a corner for Liverpool. 28.5 minutes. Firmino with a header and it's onto the woodwork again. That's a couple of times Liverpool have hit the frame with a goal. Matip. Alexander-Arnold got lots of space to move into here. And he's gone ahead to Mohamed Salah. Salah goes back to Alexander-Arnold. Here's Milner. Here's Mane. Good block by Tomiyasu. That was better. Robertson carrying a knock here. I mean, if we can get rid of him, that would be good. Good save, Leno, from Firmino. It's kept in. Tomiyasu dispossesses Mane. And Mane was, I think, asking for a penalty there. He's not going to get one. Milner. Henderson. Henderson gets it back. Mane, goal. 1-0 Liverpool, 41st minute. Sadio Mane gets it. I think it's been coming. Like, we've had possession. We haven't managed to do too much with it, though. Liverpool have pressed us high and really stopped us from getting into the final third. And Milner and Henderson linking up there. And Firmino gives it back to Henderson. Sends through Mane. 1-0 Liverpool. Half-time, we go in 1-0 down. We have had the possession. Just haven't managed to really create anything with it, unfortunately. Oh, I like the fact that it puts the assist in the notable events as well. I like that. Right, let's pump fists. And let's say that first half wasn't good enough. We have really struggled down this right-hand side to deal with Robertson and Mane. We're going to bring Pepe back to inside forward on support. And we're just going to make Odegaard a deep line playmaker. Just maybe have him sort of not get forward so much. Let's fire up for the second half. Let's see if we can get a goal and get back into this game. Matip bringing the ball out of defence as he so often does. Thomas Partey to Ben White. I didn't say Partey's name at all in that first half, I don't think. Tierney with a throw here. 51 minutes on the clock. Here's Aubameyang. And here's Tomiyasu. This is better. And then he's gone back to Ben White. Go forward, please. Thomas Partey. Tomiyasu. White. I mean, Liverpool have got so many people behind the ball. Granit Xhaka! Oh, he can't keep it down. That was a chance. I think we need to start thinking about changes because we really haven't been playing well today. I think Pepe's going to come off. I think we move Smith Rowe to the right. I think it's too early to go Barbosa. He hasn't played a game for us yet. Aubameyang's going to move to the left. Inside forward attack. Martinelli is going to go up top, pressing forward. And I'm also going to take off Odegaard and bring on Lokonga. Because Odegaard has not had a good day. Still trying to figure out the system here. We've gone DLP and box to box with Lokonga as the ball winner. Joe Gomez has come on for Robertson. So no Tsimikas. Here's Salah. Thomas Partey does well there. He's on a yellow though. Oh, and again, the ball just not good enough forward to Martinelli. Alexander-Arnold here. And that's a good cross headed away by Tomiyasu. He's made a couple of good defensive headers today, but other than that, really hasn't looked too good. Mane to Fabinho, and another good save from Leno. Right, I don't want to play him because he's pissed me off, but Lacazette's coming on. We've got 75 minutes played. We've got 50 minutes to go to try and save a point here. It is only 1-0. We've given Liverpool a lot of space today, I feel like, and we've struggled to deal with them. And it hasn't been a great performance. Leno really has kept this at 1-0 with probably 2 or 3 good saves. Milner with a free kick. Fabinho had a big clearance by Tomiyasu. I mean, here's Aubameyang. This could be the chance here to try and get something from this game. And that's a foul by Henderson. We've got a free kick. No card there for Henderson. I've gone very attacking. Gabriel to Tierney. And here is Martinelli. And that's a good ball for Lacazette. If he's onside, this could be an equalising goal. And he's... Alisson made himself big. Oh, that was the chance. That was the chance. Late free kick here for Milner. Matip with a header. Cleared by Xhaka. Mane. Oh, Aubameyang with a challenge on Mane. And I think the referee is going to check with VAR here. Is this going to be a penalty? It is. Liverpool with a 92nd minute penalty here. Aubameyang with the challenge on Mane. And Mo Salah here with seconds to go in the game. A chance to win it for Liverpool if he converts the penalty. It's Mo Salah. I thought Leno had saved it then, but it's into the goal. Salah makes it 2-0 in the last seconds of the game. And I think that will be that. I don't really want a third here. We're not going to get to see a third. It's full time. It ends Liverpool 2-0. Liverpool 2, Arsenal 0, excuse me. A 3.1 XG by Liverpool in the end. We get a 0.75. Just the 2 shots on target. Ben White and Tomiyasu didn't do well today. Xhaka didn't do well. We just didn't create enough. We really didn't create enough. Look at this. We had one chance just before half time. We had a couple of little opportunities late in the game. It was always going to be a difficult game that we really couldn't compete with Liverpool. We had the possession in the first half, but we just weren't able to do anything with it. Tierney was the best player for Arsenal. I think Leno wasn't far behind. Leno did make a few good saves. Well, this was apparently our best chance of the game and our only clear-cut chance. It was inside 30 seconds of the second half. Aubameyang could have chipped Alisson there, but didn't quite manage to get it off. That's an issue. That's a problem. When you don't complete a single cross, that's a problem. I don't think I could be too disappointed by that. It's Anfield, it's Liverpool. It was a tough match. We've got a London derby next against Tottenham at home. We have got a London derby just after Christmas, so I'll make sure I get that on camera. I don't want to go straight into the next match because I want to try and progress with this and try and get 1 or 2 seasons done, hopefully pretty quickly. So we're not going to do the home London derby on camera. We'll do that off screen. I want to get a few games under my belt because I want to see this data hub in some good depth. So what I think we'll do is I think we'll jump ahead and the next game we'll play on camera will be West Ham at home, 25th of September. Still got a couple of weeks to go in the transfer window. Still time to try and offload Lacazette if we can, and also Kolasinac. And hopefully get 1 or 2 more players in because I do feel like we sort of still need some players. But anyway, guys, that's going to do it for today's video. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed it, then drop a like down below and leave comments. They are the best ways to support the channel. And if you haven't done so already, or if you're new, then do subscribe because that lets me know you're enjoying the content. And turn notifications on. Make sure you don't miss an upload. We're going to take on West Ham at home next episode. We'll play a London derby later in the season, definitely. I want to make sure I get one on camera. But next time, we'll head to the West Ham match. We're going to have a good look at the data hub next time, because I'm excited to see what it looks like. I've only seen like sort of images. I haven't really watched any of the videos, so that's going to be interesting to see. Match engine looks you know, as good as it always does. I'm always excited for new stuff like that. Let's hopefully pick up some points. You know, Spurs is going to be tough, but we've got Crystal Palace and Southampton off camera. Hopefully we can win those games. But that is going to do it for today. Thank you for watching. I'll see you soon. Goodbye.